He's an associate professor at York University in Toronto, Canada, watching to the north of us. What are you making of the results thus far?
Well, I think it's so far it's a fairly strong sweep for both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and it, portends a very good path for them going forward to the convention. I think things get very difficult for Bernie Sanders, and they get very difficult for both Cruz and Rubio from this point forward.
And yet, the establishment from the Republican Party, you had the Senate Majority Leader and the Leader of the House, the Speaker of the House, both coming out repudiating Donald Trump today for the fact that he would not repudiate the former KKK Grand Wizard David Duke's endorsement over the weekend. It seems like the establishment pulling out all the stops, trying to stop Trump. What's that going to do to this race?
Well, I think it's very possible it's just too little, too late. I think that they made a series of political assumptions about what Trump's own contradictions and his own gaffes would do to him politically. But as many have stated long before me, Trump seems to defy that political logic, in part because he's not a career politician. And I think it's fair to say that the electorate on the Republican side, they don't expect consistency from him as they might from a career politician. And
we just heard, in fact, Jessica talking to one voter today who said that's what he's looking for, is someone who's not a career politician. We're also hearing from some of the exit polling that a lot of Republicans feel like their parties let them down. So if you could just dive into this, why all the anger in the United States of these voters?
Well, I mean, I think we have to put this in the context of post-2008 and the economic collapse, the very difficult employment situation, although the numbers keep improving, good jobs don't seem to be emerging in the United States. And I think on top of that, you have a largely dysfunctional Congress right in front of the electorate. So there's all the reason in the world for anger, but I personally believe that it goes beyond just anger. The reason Sanders and Trump both have had such an energized run in part is an electorate not just angry, but looking for political figures who seem to be doing something. And if that's only thumbing their nose at the establishment, that is, to their mind, action. And so following those candidates, I think, has been an easy turn for many people. Although they may not agree with everything Trump says, the fact that he seems to be acting matters.
Rodney, this is obviously a race for delegates. It's rather splintered. As we see, Ted Cruz likely to win Texas tonight. That would give him 2 victories. Of course, Marco Rubio hoping to win in his home state of Florida, and John Kasich hoping to win in Ohio and some of these Midwestern states. If the convention comes around and Donald Trump doesn't have that magic number and these other candidates do, then what happens?
Well, I mean, many have said that a brokered convention may undo Trump. I'm not really clear on the logic there. From this point forward, it's true that Cruz will have a number of delegates that will help him move forward. He at least has a visible path to the nomination. I'm not sure Marco Rubio, without any victory, will have that. But there's no logic that says people in the convention won't choose Trump. And there's no logic that necessarily dictates they will choose a career politician like Cruz or Rubio. So I'm not really sure it's as splintered as we might think. If Trump has a strong lead going in, he's also, the heavyweight in the convention.
And Rodney, what state are you keeping your eye on tonight? There's several of them up for grabs. Any that have a great deal of interest to you?
Well, Oklahoma, I think, will tell us a great deal about the degree to which maybe Bernie Sanders can have some impact somewhere in the South and in diverse states. And Massachusetts as well, the degree to which Clinton, for instance, can hold the line against Bernie Sanders will tell us a good deal about how Clinton will do in states like Ohio and Michigan moving forward to March 15th. These are heavy delegate states, and they'll matter in the delegate count moving forward.
Rodney, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.